What's up, Candeo kids?
We're here.
Night 3.
Night 3.
This is it.
We are over halfway. Is that true?
That is true. We only have 2 more nights. Tonight and tomorrow.
Okay, make the most of it.
Yes. We're gonna have so much fun tonight, guys.
What are we gonna
Just
do?
like the last few nights. We are going to obviously play a game like we usually do.
Sweet.
But we're also gonna learn tonight about our story and how sin came in and entered into our story, which is kind of a sad story, but it's part of our story that we have to learn about that happened in the beginning. So while tonight might be more of a sad bummer story, doesn't mean we can't have fun still.
Oh yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
Yes, I'm really excited about tonight. I'm really excited for our game, for our video, for our activity, your discussions, and our worship, okay? So without further ado.
All right, Drew, I think it's time for our game.
Our game.
Our game. What's our game
Night 3
called?
Our game is called Close-Up Picture Contest. I don't actually know if that's the actual name,
I
but
like that
I made
name.
up that name
Okay.
for this game. Did you want to tell them what this game is
I'll
all
tell you
about?
what it's about. You are going to see a picture of, who knows?
Anything.
That's the game.
That
You're
is
going
the
to see a
game.
super close-up picture of something, and you're going to sit in your living rooms and shout out what you think it is.
So it could be anything.
It could be anything.
It could be like this wood right here.
It could be that wood. It could be like the close-up picture of a ladybug.
Oh, that'd be
That just came to my
interesting.
brain. I hope
This
I hope
seems-
that's not one of them.
This
Drew.
seems like a fun game.
Okay, let's try
I'm
it.
excited to play this game.
It's
All right.
easy. We don't even need to really.
So you don't
explain
even really
anything.
need anything. You're just gonna see if you can get these pictures guessed right. Okay? So let's throw up that first picture
All right.
on the screen.
Oh,
okay?
there's our first one,
So
Drew.
what is that like? It looks like yellow and like long.
There's like circles in it or
circles,
something.
Like a
What do you
anemone,
think
maybe?
that is?
I don't know. Is this
Word.
a bug or something?
Okay, are they you're shouting them out?
Yeah, you probably are guessing. They're
They might
probably
have guessed
guessing.
it.
Do you think they guessed
Should
it?
we give it to them?
Let's
Should we tell them
let's
what it is?
show them the picture of what this first thing is. All right, ready? Show them the picture. It's noodles.
It was noodles.
It's spaghetti,
I knew it.
pasta, noodles,
I
whatever.
knew- I
Did
think
you
I
know
knew-
it?
I think I knew that one.
I don't know if you knew it.
You know,
I knew it. That's for sure.
I might have known.
Anyway,
Maybe.
all right.
Who knows?
So that's kind of how this game's gonna go.
Okay,
We
that
got
was fun.
4 more pictures for you. Let's throw
Okay.
up that second picture. Remember, this is
Ooh.
a super zoomed in picture
Of something.
Of something. Now,
think
I don't know. This is like it looks like a snow trail. Maybe.
it does look like a snow trail.
Is that a little snowboarder?
Is that what that is?
on the path?
Ooh,
I can't tell.
that wouldn't be a close-up though, Drew. That would be like a.
It would be like a way far panned up.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm not playing by
Okay.
the rules.
They're shouting them out.
Yep,
I think I
you're
can hear them.
guessing.
I
Yep.
can hear them. I think I heard the answer.
Did you hear the
I
answer?
heard
Well,
someone
let's
say the answer.
Let's show what it is to see if they got the answer right. It's an Oreo.
An Oreo.
An Oreo.
That
I love Oreos.
was an Oreo.
Double stuffed Oreos. are my
Not
favorite.
snow trail. That was like a cream puff trail.
That. Oh, man, I wish those existed
That
in
would be
real life.
amazing if you were
Man.
skiing down a.
Cream puff trail.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Okay.
new one.
Anyway, before we talk about Oreos too much, here's the next one. It's on your screen now. It's like a little, is it golden?
That is weird.
Like a
It's
little
like a
hook?
rainbow shape hook. Oh,
I
fish
don't
hook.
know. Maybe fish hook.
I shouldn't have
Did
said
I get
that.
it right?
Did I say that?
Gosh, you might
Ah,
have got
I
it
can't
right.
win.
They're
They don't let me win.
They're guessing right now.
Okay.
I don't know what it might be.
Let's show it to them.
All right, let's show it to them. What is it?
Ooh, what was it, Drew?
Paper
A
clip.
paper
A paper clip. If you got that one, props.
That was
I
hard.
think that was a hard one.
That didn't give you many clues. It was
You're
just
right.
like one little.
Yeah, it's just, kinda like, it's just there. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, next
Oh,
one.
the next
Here's the
one's
next one.
fun.
Okay.
Here
This
it
might be
is.
tough. Okay. You see it on your screen now. It's like a little transition of yellow and.
What would you call that, Drew?
Squiggly
A lot of yellow and different textures. There's a lot of
man.
a whole lot of textures happening.
That's a
here.
good question. I don't know. I don't have a guess for this one.
Okay.
This is stumped me.
Let's throw it up
Do you
there.
think they know?
I think I heard it on this one.
Do you think they know?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Let's show them. What is it?
It's
a pencil. A pencil.
Yes, it was like the wood
the
part
little-
and the paint part. And
Yeah, man.
okay.
Do you think they've used pencils in a while? You know, being out of school.
Yeah, they just have used online.
Maybe they don't remember what pencils look like.
They might not.
That might be it. That one was probably hard. For you.
Okay,
So,
how many do we have left, Drew?
We have one more.
The
This
grand
is our
finale.
Very
The big one.
last one.
This
all right?
one's hard.
Here's the last one. Show the
Ooh.
picture. Okay.
Oh, what is that?
Yikes, it almost dirty. Is it? Have you ever seen those things in like science class that, like the little brushes that
Yes.
you wipe off bones with?
I think that's it.
Do you think that
A
is?
bone wiper
A
off.
bone wipe off a brush.
I think you got it.
That's
Drew.
exactly the technical term.
We don't even need to show the picture.
Not at all.
I don't know.
But
Drew.
just for
let's check
you
it
know,
out, Drew.
just to be fun. Here is what it is.
What is it?
It's a toothbrush.
That was a toothbrush?
Brush.
Go
Wow.
back. There is no way.
That is a toothbrush.
Okay, that was a 2 point.
Incredible.
Okay.
How many did you get right?
Hold it
How
up.
many did you
Hold
get
up your
right?
number.
I think I got 5 right.
You did.
I don't think I missed any. You know, I think
That's
I went
because
5
they're
for
on
5.
the screen, Drew, looking at you, and you see both of the
I
pictures at
might
the
have a
same
little bit of
time.
an unfair advantage. But
How many did you get right? Hold up your numbers.
Yes, let's see.
5,
I got
4, 3.
5 right. There you
You
go.
guys are good.
Good job,
That was
guys. All right, transitioning out of our game tonight. Like I said before, we're going to be learning about how humans got tangled up and entwined in sin. Now, you might be wondering, what sin? What does it mean that we are sinful? How did bad things come into the world? Well, that's a great question because we're going to answer it tonight in another one of our video lessons.
Awesome.
So make sure you check this out. Afterwards, have awesome discussions, have awesome time reading your Bibles, and have a great time with a really, really fun activity.
Ooh,
I'm
I can't wait to see
excited
it.
for your activity tonight. It's kind of like a little science experiment.
Okay. I don't know what it is. I'll see it with my kids too.
Exactly. So
Okay.
make sure you check out that tonight. Watch this video lesson and have a great time. What's up?
Nothing.
That was cool.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Guess what? Today, on our spelling test, I found out I got the best score in the whole class, and I didn't even think I was that good at spelling. I guess I'm better than I thought I was, which is pretty awesome. Also, just so you know, tonight it's my night to pick the movie, and you know, I'm going to be picking Toy Story because it's the best Disney movie, even though I know you'll say that it's Lion King, which I don't ever understand why you think that stuff. Hey, you okay? You always say something whenever I say that Lion King is not as good as Toy Story. I mean, last time you basically wrestled me to the ground when I said that Woody was braver than Simba.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Hey, you want to go out and play Frisbee?
No.
See, you are definitely not okay. Every time I ask you to go play Frisbee, we're already outside by now. I mean, even when you were sick, you went outside for as long as you could before you had to come back in and lay down again. What's up?
True. I don't want to talk about it.
Mason, hey, it's not going to be any good you keeping this stuff in. What's up?
I don't want to go to school anymore, Drew.
What?
I don't want to go to school like anymore.
Well, why? Is it because math's been too hard this week? I mean, I totally get it. Like, I've had a hard time with math, but I'm finally starting to get good at it. If you need any help,
no, it's not math.
I can help you
okay?
out. It's not math?
It's not math.
Well, then what is it?
The kids at school, Drew, they pick on me.
They pick on you?
Yeah, like pick on me and bully me and make fun of me.
Whoa, Mason. People are bullying you?
Why does this stuff happen, Drew?
What do you mean?
Like bullying and people making fun of other people. Like, why does that happen?
Well, I don't know. It feels like a really big question. And I'm not sure how anyone can know, like, the real reason why that stuff happens.
Well, do you remember in Sunday school when we learned about God creating the whole world and then he created humans and they lived in the garden and they were living perfectly? Like, do you remember that?
Yeah, I think so. I think I was paying attention a little bit.
Well, but if that's true, that God created them to live perfectly in the garden, then either that story is wrong or something happened between then and now.
Yeah, that's a really good thought. I wonder if, one second, I think we could find it. I think I have it somewhere. Yeah, I bet if we kept reading, we could find the answer to these questions. Do you want to go on a walk and keep reading?
Well, yeah, of course, let's go.
All right. Adam and Eve lived happily together in a beautiful new home, and everything was perfect for a while, until the day when everything went wrong. God had a horrible enemy. His name was Satan. Satan had once been the most beautiful angel, but he didn't want to be an angel. He wanted to be God. He grew proud and evil and full of hate, and God had to send him out of heaven. Satan was seething with anger and looking for a way to hurt God. He wanted to stop God's plan, stop this love story right there. So he disguised himself as a snake and waited in the garden. Now, God had given Adam and Eve only one rule. Don't eat the fruit on the tree, God told them. Because if you do, you'll think you know everything. You'll stop trusting me, and then death and sadness and tears will come.
You see, God knew if they ate the fruit, they would think they didn't need him, and they would try to make themselves happy without him. But God knew there was no such thing as happiness without him, and life without him wouldn't be life at all. As soon as the snake saw his chance, he slithered silently up to Eve. Does God really love you? The serpent whispered. If he does, why won't he let you eat the nice, juicy, delicious fruit? Poor you. Perhaps God doesn't want you to be happy. The snake's words hissed into her ears and sunk down deep into her heart like poison. Does God love me? Eve wondered. Suddenly she didn't know anymore. Just trust me, the serpent whispered. You don't need God. One small taste, that's all, and you'll be happier than you could ever dream. Eve picked the fruit and ate some, and Adam ate some too. And a terrible lie came into the world. It would never leave. It would live on in every human heart, whispering to every one of God's children, God doesn't love me.
And it wasn't a dream, it was a nightmare. A dove flew from Adam's hand. A deer darted in a thicket. It was as if they were frightened by something. A chill was in the air. Something strange was happening. They had always been naked, but now they felt naked and wrong, and they didn't want anyone to see them, so they hid. Later that evening, as God was taking his walk, he called to them, "Children?" Usually Adam and Eve loved to hear God's voice and would run to him, but this time they ran away from him and hid in the shadows.
Where are you? God called. Hiding, Adam said. We're afraid of you. Did you eat the fruit I told you not to eat? God asked them. Adam said, Eve made me do it. What have you done? God asked. Eve said, the serpent made me do it. And terrible pain came into God's heart. His children hadn't just broken the one rule, they had broken God's heart. They had broken their wonderful relationship with him. And now he knew everything else would break. God's creation would start to unravel and come undone and go wrong. From now on, everything would die, even though it was all supposed to last forever.
You see, sin had come into God's perfect world, and it would never leave. God's children would always be running away from him and hiding in the dark. Their hearts would break now and never work properly again. God couldn't let his children live forever, not in such pain, not without him. There was only one way to protect them. You will have to leave the garden now, God told his children, his eyes filling with tears. This is no longer your true home. It's not the place for you anymore.
But before they left the garden, God made clothes for his children to cover them. He gently clothed them, and then he sent them away on a long, long journey, out of the garden, out of their home. Well, in another story, it would all be over and that would have been the end. So all the evil in the world can be traced back to that one story?
I guess it sounds like it.
And God didn't seem very happy about it.
No.
I mean, he created his people to live forever with him. And now Adam and Eve were separated from him. I mean, at least for now.
Yeah. I wonder if that's how the story ends. Or if the rest of the Bible is people doing the opposite of what God tells them to do. Which that wouldn't be a very fun story to read. I don't know if I'd want to keep reading if that was what it was.
Well, Drew, I don't think that's how it goes. I mean, God loves his people way too much to leave them separated from him.
That's true. That's true. I just wonder what happens.
I mean, we have to keep reading then.
That's, man, I don't know if I've ever been this excited to get and read my Bible. Like, this is so interesting.
Well, I mean, let's go inside then and let's keep reading.
It's a great idea.